I didn't listen to the one with Drew yet. I need to listen to that one actually. But just about her like trying to find a man and she wants to have a baby and every episode she's like Drew. She's so still hung up on him. I mean, who wouldn't be? Fucking hell! Imagine letting that man slip through your fingers. Fucking hell! I would fucking stalk the earth until I found him again. But yeah, it's quite interesting. She's a bit of a head case actually, but it's a good podcast. Like yeah, I enjoy it. Yeah, I do like her. She is a bit of a
self-involved.
That interview with Danny was very interesting because you could tell he didn't like her. Don't you think it was quite?
That he knew that she'd spoken a bit of smack about him earlier on in her earlier podcast, so he came in on the defensive.
Don't you think the whole thing was that they were sort of butting heads the whole way through?
Because I remember, the bit where she revealed to him, she goes, "Well, I know you didn't watch my series, but I went in with a girlfriend and came with a boyfriend." He was like, "Oh, okay, well that's like not as bad as anything I did," or something like.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not as bad as that.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, your season's a load of shit."
Yeah.
That was so good. That was interesting. That was very interesting.
He was very guarded.
He was. You could tell he didn't like her, and you could tell she didn't really like him as well.
But she did like him by the end.
But I didn't bother listening to any of the others because I just thought...
Interesting that you listened to the non-BB content.
Yeah, I listened to loads of them because it was like about sort of drinking too much, dating, getting dumped and all this.
It's quite a well-produced podcast as well.
It was interesting. I would recommend it. What's it called?
Too Much Tully.
So, the next person in was Brittany. Now...
Is it not Brittini?
I have written Brittini, but her name is Brittany.
Is it?
That's strange. It must be Brittany.
Brittany. Okay.
Oh, God. Anyway, she seemed annoying as fuck.
I can't remember what she looks like.
She looks like Marissa from Celebrity Big Brother 1. Or was that 2? Who won?
2.
Yeah.
No, 1.
Yeah.
So, one.
She is like a young her.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not picturing that person.
She went in her sports gear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Isn't she, she's...
Annoying? Yeah.
No, autistic.
Very. Yeah, autistic, but she doesn't really seem very autistic to me, but that might be...
quite offensive.
Yeah. I nearly had an interview at the National Autistic Society, but I decided not to go for it because I'm moving house and I just can't cope with the stress.
Right.
It was for head of internal comms, But I just couldn't face it. I've got too much else going on, but just to say, I could have been the head of internal comms there, watch his face. Anyway.
She's a future teacher, apparently. She's doing karate in a VT. She's a 3-time world champion of what? I don't know. Karate, I suppose.
Science and education. She's got masters in science and education.
She's diagnosed with autism at 22, which I think is not probably that long ago. And she's basically representing, which...
She's representing being annoying, yeah.
Isn't Ian Terry also autistic? But when he first went to Big Brother, he said wasn't diagnosed.
That was so interesting watching BB14 back, and they were like, he's so weird. And they were like, someone commented on him walking on tiptoes, which is like a known symptom of, characteristic of autism.
Yeah.
And watching it back, like, you could just see all the pieces, like, you could just see it all. And they were like, oh, he's a bit weird, he's doing this, he's doing that. And all the things they were describing were symptoms of autism or characteristics of autism.
Yeah. And
you, watching back, you could just see it all, but no one knew to put it together at that time because it just must not have been as well-known a thing. Yeah. But it was so interesting watching it back and knowing that he was autistic. But even if he'd not said he was autistic in BB22, I would have known he was autistic watching it back.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's so interesting, like, looking at something again through a completely different lens.
Yeah, I wonder how I would view watching Nadia go through the house these days.
Yeah.
Like, with my views on things now and what I've learned since.
Yeah.
Be interested to watch back.
And it's funny because that season I was so, like, Team Dan. I loved Dan so much. And then watching that season with Jack, I just thought, Dan is fucking brilliant, but he is so evil. Like, some of the things he did, it was just like, oh my God, I can't fucking believe he did that. And I did think, oh my God.
This is Dan Geesley.
Yeah, but at the time I was like, that's so fucking good, blah, blah, blah.
Well, you like a villain.
I know, but then watching it back, I was like, some of the things he did were so bad. But so I have sort of softened, I think, with age. But I still think
that's my influence on you.
I don't think so. You're a right hard nut. So next in was Alyssa. She owns a swimwear brand.
So many people going to Big Brother saying they have a swimwear brand, don't they?
Chloe thingy had an interest in swimwear, didn't she?
That was that guy.
Yeah, no,
he had the interest in swimwear.
He did in hers, yeah. When he sexually assaulted her. Hold on, that's not funny. What the fuck?
Jeremy, someone?
Jeremy. That was his excuse.
He just had an interest in swimwear.
Yeah, he had an interest in Hold on, this isn't funny, but it kind of was at the time. I see, times have changed. Not just a pretty face on a boat, I've written. What the fuck?
I think that's your own notes. I'm not sure.
What the hell does that mean?
I've written that she moved out at 17. Why is that in the VT? And she wears her emotions on her face. That's all I've got.
Oh, resting bitch face.
Who is she?
She's on the block.
Who is she?
She's a boring young person who's on the block.
Oh, in The Showman.
It's her and Travis. I don't care who goes. Either of them can go because they're boring.
She reminds me a little bit of Ariadna.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about her.
Surprised I can remember her name.
Yeah, well done. Fucking hell, that is a throwback. So next up we have Whitney. She runs a makeup...
Not Whitney. Not the Whitney.
Whitney who?
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston. Did you set me up for that joke?
No, but it came. Is Whitney dead?
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh, it's not that Whitney then. Sorry.
She fucking died
in the bath.
In the bathtub, just like her daughter did, which is awful. That was like Peaches Geldof and her mum both died in the same way, didn't they? Paula Yates.
Yeah.
It's weird when that happens in families. Like, they die in the exact same way.
I didn't realise Peaches was dead.
Yeah, she died of a heroin overdose.
Oh, God.
Like her mum did, yeah.
Terrible.
So anyway, Whitney runs a makeup company. She's a single mum.
That hair and makeup company.
She has bad taste in men. She likes muscles.
She used to live in an attic. Shout out SJ.
And Jack said, God, she's got a good body.
Has she?
She's a bit curvier than the usual.
I can't remember. She's wearing an ugly blue
dress.
She's
blonde, yeah. She's blonde sort of pigtails and a blue dress, yeah. An ugly blue dress, yeah.
I think she's one of my lot. She's a lesbian, isn't she?
No, I don't think so. She's a single mum. So, not unless there's been a turkey baster involved.
Could be. Maybe she's bi.
She's sort of, she's curvy. She's sort of like, Jessica Rabbit sort of type.
Maybe she's not bi. She said she doesn't want to be in a showman's, but she would turn to butter for a tall man.
Oh. Butter.
How tall?
Okay, so that was Whitney. I didn't mind her, but she seemed quite nice.
I can't remember. I've written four gays.
A whole fucking week of it he's watched. He doesn't know who's who.
4 girls on stage. Why is BBUS so reductive?
Well.
Julie, say I do, if you consider yourself a gambler. Now, I heard someone say, and I'm not going to say who it is, but I'll tell you offline. I heard someone say about Julie, she can't read an auto cue and she can't read a room.
He said that. What? Why can't you say?
Because that person didn't want to be.
Oh, fair enough. We respect people's anonymity.
Anonymity.
Someone else fucked saying that up on TV this week. Was that someone in Big Brother? And I was taking a piss out of it, and then I just fucking did it. That's what happens when you had 3 glasses of wine. So Julie said, "Don't dilly dally" as they went in. It's like fucking
because the boys took too long. Yeah. And you girls, hurry along, girls.
Hurry along, ladies.
Be good girls and go straight to the backyard. Mistress Julie demands it.
So Brittany was in her sports gear, ready to go. I don't approve of that on the first night. I don't know how you fucking say her name yet. Azza, do you think?
Azza.
We're not sure, but we'll get it.
Azza.
We'll get it right next week. She wants
who's that guy? Azza. The guy with the fez.
Oh, Tommy Cooper.
Azza.
She wants to target the person who wins the first comp, but the person was Frenchie, and she was on his team, so that was that idea out the window. So next in was Kyland. No, not Ryland.
I'm like, I was confused. I was getting confused. Like, is it got a D on the end or is it not? Because I don't want to be doing. I don't want to be the person that calls Ryland or calls Kyland.
Kyland does have a D on the end.
But it is Kyland.
He is an account executive. He likes horse riding. He's an urban saddler. I don't know what that is. And
urban saddler for what?
That's the best line of the podcast so far. And he's African American and Mexican background. What do you think of him?
What do I think of him?
Yeah.
Personality or...
Yeah, just in general. What's your first impression?
He has lovely hair.
I actually think he's quite sweet.
He's a very good looking man.
I thought... Do you know what? I think he's quite cute. But Jack was like, oh, he's a complete idiot.
He's an idiot? I wouldn't say that.
I thought he was actually quite sweet. But Jack was just like, oh, I don't like him. He's an idiot.
Jack,
not on the first night. That was like the third night.
He volunteers for non-profits.
Yeah, I think he seems quite sweet.
I don't... Honestly, in the notes...
He has got nice hair.
All I've written about him is that he does meditation and he's African American / Mexican American and he volunteers for non-profits. So I don't feel like I know anything about him from his VT.
No.
But he seems like a nice guy. I think he's gay.
He ain't gay.
Are you sure?
No.
I heard on Judy Girl that he's in the LGBTQ plus bracket.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What I also didn't tell you is that I heard on Judy Girl that James, who presents BB Team North, who presents Judy Girl...
I know him.
Yeah, he has been in touch with Frenchie in BB Twitter world.
Oh.
And recently, like, he didn't used to really like him, and recently got like to know him a bit better. And Frenchie, like, was talking to him, and he found out, like, they went to college together.
Oh, interesting.
And, like, he knew Frenchie's sister or something. It was a good friend of James's.
Oh.
And then he invited him to, like, go to his farm before the season started.
And did James go?
No. But yeah.
So is James rooting for him, or?
He
was trying
said,
to, but...
he basically has, like, been on a journey with his, like, feelings towards him.
Yeah.
And now he, like, is warmed to him, but he knows why a lot of people find him a bit, like, jarring.
Yeah. I think French is a really good character, but I think he's going to get a deep shock when he comes out of the house. Bless him.
Anyway, Kyland, nice guy.
I think there's something very cute about him, but also a bit...
What's his hair?
A bit dopey as well, but he's sweet.
There's
something sweet about him. So next is Christian. He likes cutting down trees. He lives with his parents. He's single and wants a showmance. He has curly hair and was saying it was so great. It ain't that great.
I said he looks like the new Tyler.
Yeah, and he's fun-loving puppy. What the fuck is that word there?
Attitude. Fun-loving puppy attitude.
How the fuck did you read that? This looks like it says bleh. I hate this guy. And I was hopeful when Frenchie was going after him and he fucking saved himself.
I've written trampoline and a unicycle. That's why you don't like him. He's got trampoline in his VT.
No.
He's on a float in a pool and he wants girls to touch and pet his curls.
God. What creep. I actually spoke to the trampoline girl the other day.
What, the child?
Yeah, because Tarry was in a fight and I was going, fur flying and shit.
Yeah.
And then I was looking out there and then she looked over the fence and she said, oh, have you seen my cat? I said, is your cat a black cat? And she said, no. I said, Tabby. I said, oh, I don't know who he's fighting with. And she was like, peeking over. I was like, fuck you, bitch. It weren't her cat he was fighting with. Her cat's a little pussy. There's some big boy.
Literally, figuratively.
Both. Yeah, what do you think of Christian?
Who is Christian?
He's just a wet lettuce. Like a little bulging eyes little freak. The one with the cornrows.
Oh.
And the ringlets. And the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
I thought he was a TikTok man.
He's a Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
I don't know what Jeffrey Dahmer is.
He's a TikTok man. He's a fucking serial killer.
I thought Travis...
The gold aviator glasses. I'll show you tonight when we watch the episode.
That Christian looks like he should be the one with the problematic TikTok, but I don't think he is.
Well, they're the same thing. Him and that, what's that other guy called? Travis. They're the same thing. They're just the same person.
He looks problematic.
Yeah, they're the same person.
He's giving me problematic energy.
We don't want that white, boring person out. Get them out. Get Brent Champagne out, although I do like saying his name.
He seems alright, actually.
Actually, I kind of want him too.
Yeah, he seems
Alfie
right.
hates him though, so think on. So, next in we had Derek X. He does cooking videos.
Zarek.
He is Asian. He has glasses. His dad said, don't come back unless you win the money. And I noticed he had extremely long arms. Did you notice this?
Oh, like Woody.
When he was standing there, his arms were like spaghetti. They were so fucking long. Look out for it, honestly. It's
Didn't notice
weird.
that.
Honestly, it was like Mr. Tickle.
He works in tech with influencers to make meal kits.
Oh, that's good. I do like him.
His parents didn't want him to go on the show, but he's taught them around to the point the dad's like, don't come back unless you win it.
I just fucking said that. Exact same
I don't think you said they didn't want him to go on.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I liked him.
He said he's going to come home with the money.
When he won the veto, I was like, yes. Weren't you happy?